Hey everybody, this is 10-4 Tackle out here on one of our fantastic lakes here in the great city of Round Rock, Texas. Today I am fishing our watermelon flash. This has been my go-to color for the last couple of weeks ever since I was able to recreate it. I've been catching tons and tons of fish with it, including here in Round Rock and up in Lake Ray Roberts. Anyways, I'm here to get some video so you guys can see this thing firsthand. Enjoy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off here on the creek part of this lake. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're doing a bunch of setup for an event later on tonight, and so I don't really want to go over there. There's a lot of noise. I think that tends to spook the fish a little bit. Plus, where I normally fish, there's a bunch of guys fishing, so I might head back there later after other people are done fishing that area, and I'll catch the bass that they missed. Let's see what happens here. First cast. Ooh, mosquitoes everywhere. So this is our 10-4 Tackle Stickum. And what I love about this, I designed it specifically to fall just a little bit slower than the traditional stick bait from the other mass manufacturers. I did that purposely. As a bank fishing person and somebody who fishes kayaks, I'm not on a boat where I'm just like casting it, moving on, casting it, moving on. I'm not doing that. I'm staying in an area. I'm working it from all different angles. So I needed something that just kind of stayed in the face of the bass just a little bit longer. But lo and behold, this sink rate is actually the key to the success of this stick bait of ours. And of course the boat guys use it too. I've got several guys that love using them. They use it wacky rigged with a little nail weight, or with a little 1/8 ounce weight pegged on it. Ooh, tippity tappity, there is fish in here. Let's go and aim a little bit further. Let's see what happens. Let's change the angle just a little bit. But it's good to feel that tippity tappity. But that's just the little guy going tip, 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 tip. See how this goes. Work this up just a little bit. Here's our oxal double twitch. Got another tap, tap, tap. I think I got a fish. Let's see. Nope, looks like weeds. Here we go. Little guy. But still fish. There you go. There you go, guys. Second cast of the day. We've got a beautiful little largemouth here. Ooh, stop wiggling, buddy. Not too big. A good little 12 inch or so. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this technique. So this bass, fantastic bass here, has actually swallowed the hook. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach from underneath the gill and pull this hook out, and then that way it'll get it out of there, right? And a lot of guys people just say, well, just cut the hook, you know, they'll be fine. And I like to get them out of there, because I mean, it's right there, right in the, woo, right in the spot. But anyways, here we go. So this guy here has done and swallowed the hook just a little bit. I'm gonna angle this down so y'all can see it. I'm gonna reach underneath from this gill. I'm gonna turn the hook so it's upside down. Then I'm gonna reach in, get my bait out of the way, reach in here and just pull. And because I've changed the angle, now that hook will come right out just like that. And there we go. First bass of the day, second cast on our watermelon flash. So I wanted to just pause for a second as I was about to put a fresh stickum on. But I like to use ours just as weightless Texas rigs. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick video on that for you guys. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of this stick bait. I'm going to stick my hook all the way through, about to where the bend of the hook happens. I'm going to poke it through the bottom side of it. Then I just push the hook all the way through. Once I get all the way to the notch in the hook, or where the line tie is, I just turn the hook around. Now it kind of cups the bait. I find where it's trying to naturally wanting to bend, which is about right there. I stick it through, straight through, and then I pull it through like that. I've done this 100 times, so it's probably way too fast for the camera, but I shot the video anyways just to see if I could use this footage later on. So I've moved a little bit. I was fishing the creek area, and this older gentleman with a kayak came through, and it just felt like, the water doesn't seem the same after that. So I usually don't mind kayakers coming through. You know, it is shareable water, but I just didn't feel right afterwards. So I came over here, right where those two people are standing. That's my favorite spot here to fish. So I'm just about 100 yards away from where I want to be, but we're gonna just try it, see what happens. See how I do here. Maybe, who knows, I'll catch the bass. Definitely feeling something. See a bunch of turtle heads bobbing up out of the water. They're all like, what is that? Oh, and I'm in the grass line. Let's pull you out of there. I know there's a strong weed line right through the middle of this bigger section. I'm going to try to work the edge of that. See what happens here. Oh, hark. Are they leaving? Looks like they might be leaving. So I haven't caught anything all day. Grass, grass, grass. Love using braid. For, I don't know, 20 years now of me fishing, I've used Cortland braid. Best stuff out there. I mean, what else do you expect from a company that specializes in fly line, right? Oh, here we go, here we go. Nope, that was a turtle. Oh, is he still on there? I think so. Oh, man. Took it right out of his mouth. Dang. No lure, nothing. Took it out of his mouth, y'all. So I've moved down just a little bit. The couple that was fishing here is no longer here, so I jumped on the chance to fish at my favorite spot. You know, us bank fishermen, we tend to go to the same spot, fish in the same fashion, stand in the same area, fish is cast in the same direction. You know, I guess, I mean, everybody's kind of like that, but when you know there's fish, you tend to just kind of repeat the same pattern over and over. Let's see how this area does for us. You know, this lake doesn't hold a lot of big bass. I think maybe a 2-pounder is about as big as I've ever gotten out of here. But it used to be one of my like least favorite places to fish because it was so overfished. Like I would come out here, even here at 9:30 in the morning, there would just be people lined up, you know, with bait buckets and whatever else. But you can see they're actually setting, like I said before, they're setting up for an event, and all of this is new construction. And this lake was actually closed down for almost 2 years, and so now, you know, the bass have kind of forgotten what lures look like, and so the fishing has just been fantastic. So, but still, even with that, I'll throw every color in the world of stick baits and not catch anything. But I switch over to this watermelon flash and I always get fish. And that's just kind of how it works, right? The new color. All right, there's definitely fish out there. I feel the tippity tappities, but they're kind of small. Like I said, the bass out of here are not known to be huge. You just got to get them to see it and take it. You'll get a nice 14-inch. No. Woo!
That's awesome!
Not bad.
Do you have any?
Here we go. Woo! Okay, that's some smaller, but let's go. I got it this time.
Yeah? Or you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Ouch. So that wasn't bad. That one was right at like 15 3/4. Anyways, but in the meantime, it stuck me pretty bad. You know, that's the one thing about sticking these fish on a bump board to measure them afterwards. It's just, they just get like scared and they flop around and you get stung. And this one's right there at the knuckle. And that's gonna hurt. It's right where I grip my rod too, so I might be calling this, I might just be a wimp actually and call this early, because I'm doing well. I've caught the fish I needed, or that I wanted to catch, and I don't want to, I think I need to get this washed, but I don't know, we'll see. I might just, you know, like put on my big roll panties and stick it out, fish for a little bit longer. We'll see how much it hurts after a couple of casts. That's not too bad. I just have to grip my rod a little differently. This poor guy across the water from me, I haven't seen him catch anything, and he's legit watched me pull out 2 of the biggest fish I've pulled out of this lake. But like I said before, you know, when I saw those people fishing over here, I was like, perhaps I'll go over there and catch the fish that they missed. And I surely did. Ooh, yeah, my distance and accuracy is definitely being affected. So I decided to go ahead and call it a day. It's starting to sprinkle, and there's some rain in the forecast. I can't say enough about this watermelon flash. It is such a fantastic performer. I caught about 2 more fish after that last one, after the camera went dead. Good size, nothing like the 17.5, but they're still good fish, and I can't say enough about this color. It's performing so incredibly well, even better than our queso, better than our galactic black. It is by far my absolute most favorite color. So anyways, with my, you know, the camera battery's dying, my headphone batteries are dying, I'm gonna go home and wash my finger. That dorsal fin on that last bass went straight into my knuckle, in the inside of my knuckle, and it hurts like heck. So I'm gonna go wash it off so that it doesn't die too. But anyways, make sure you subscribe so you can catch all of our episodes, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.